Hey y'all, welcome back to another What's for Dinner video. We have got a few meals here for you guys. So to start off, we are going to be making some Salisbury steaks. I have just pattied out some ground beef and I've just seasoned it up really well with that SPG. Y'all already know that the SuckleBusters is always linked down below. So I'm just going to take and fry those up like I would normal hamburgers, but I'm not going to cook them all the way through. I will finish cooking them once I add the gravy in, and that way it can kind of marry the flavors and all that together as it finishes cooking. So to go along with that, we are going to be making some, this was actually a new to us, like box potato side, and I'm going to be totally honest, we did not like it. And I bought 2 boxes and I'm trying to figure out what I can do with the other one. It just wasn't our thing. We're more of like a scallop potato, like with the sauce instead of just the skillet crispy ones. They just, I don't know, they just weren't good. In our opinion, they were not good, and I will not buy those ever again. So for my gravy that I'm going to be adding into the pan, I've got 1 cup of water there, and I ended up adding in another cup after I realized there wasn't going to be enough. So in total, you'll need 2 cups of water, 1 pack of gravy, the brown gravy mix, and then 1 pack of your onion dry soup mix. Mix that all together well, and then you will add that into your pan for your Salisbury steak. So of course your patties are not going to be done all the way, but I removed them from this pan and I have drained any grease that was in the pan while they were cooking, and I'm just going to add that gravy mix in there, and then you'll add your patties back in, and then I cover it and let it finish cooking. So of course you just want to make sure that your ground beef is at 155 internal temperature. That means that it is well done. And these were really good. Salisbury steak is not something that I fix all the time, but Luke said that it was really good, so we just served it with some canned corn, those potatoes, which I said I won't buy those again, and then I fixed some mac and cheese that was mainly for Winston, but y'all already know we definitely ate some of that. And I also fixed some air fryer crescents. I have a whole video on this, so I'll have it linked down below for you guys. For the next meal, we had some manicotti. These were the manicotti shells that I had picked up at Aldi on my last haul. And I'm going to be totally honest, we were not the biggest fans of these. The pasta on it was really thin, and you honestly, once it was cooked, you couldn't really taste the pasta. There was no texture of pasta at all. You could just do like the meat sauce and the cheese. That's all you could taste. But I still wanted to share this with you guys because it is still a really quick and easy meal. And instead of doing the manicotti, just go get you some frozen ravioli and make the same thing, but just use frozen ravioli and layer it in a pan and do it that way. Like I said, we just weren't fans of these. I know Aldi has different ones and the other ones might be better. You could give it a try, but I won't be buying these again. But we love any kind of like baked pasta dish like this, and so if you like I said, if you want to try it with either the frozen tortellini or try it with the frozen ravioli, and that would be so good. But I always just put sauce down and then put your noodles, and then I make a meat spaghetti sauce and then pour that on top it with some cheese and bake it in the oven. And that is always our go-to, and I wish that I had just used the frozen ravioli instead of buying the Aldi pasta. The next dinner was chicken bacon ranch pasta, and y'all, this was so freaking amazing. I have a whole separate video on this, so I will have it linked down below, and then I will also have the typed out recipe down below, because this recipe is the bomb. This pork loin here was also part of our meal plan last week, and I have a separate video on that as well, so that will be linked down below also. The next dinner on this video is some super simple fish tacos. Y'all, these sounded so good. So I just used the fish fillets from Walmart, the Great Value brand, and I put those in the air fryer and cooked them up, made them nice and crispy, and they were super delicious. So to go along with our fish tacos, I cut up some potatoes and made some home fries. And this is funny because I had sent a picture to Kat over at Southern Farming Kitchen that I was making home fries, and she was like, "That's not home fries." And so we were talking about how it's funny how like different things in certain areas or different states is called something different. So I've always called these home fries, and she said that she doesn't call them that. And so I want to know down below in the comments, let me know what you call these. Do you call these home fries or just french fries, or what do you call them? Because we call them home fries around here. So here I have just cut them up very thin with my mandolin slicer, and then I'm just taking and laying them out on a paper towel, letting all of the excess water or moisture kind of soak up so they're nice and dry to go into the deep fryer. If you have really nice dry potatoes, it helps them get nice and crispy. And I've just got some oil heating up in that Dutch oven on the stove. And then we will deep fry those, and then whenever they come out, we will put them back on a paper towel and we will sprinkle them with some salt, and they are so delicious, y'all. So I kind of set it up like build your own. So Luke had lettuce if he wants it. We had spinach, cheese, and then that sauce. I didn't share that because it was totally nasty. None of us ate it. It went in the trash can. And we ended up just using spicy ranch for the sauce on our fish tacos, and they were so freaking good. And here is my plate. I just had some of the spicy ranch, some shredded cheese, and some spinach. Like I said, this was super delicious. And I also deep fried a sweet potato, so that's why the color is different. Luke was like, those don't look like regular potatoes. I said, there's regular potatoes and sweet potatoes. We are getting dinner done for tonight. We're going to do some of the loaded baked tacos. I cannot talk. So I've got some ground beef here that I'm cooking up, and then I'm just going to make that into taco meat. I'm just using the Aldi packets. I've got some rice going, and I'm just using this Hamburger Helper cheesy enchilada, but I'm not adding hamburger meat to it. I'm just using it as a rice side dish. I've done this before, and it's super tasty, and I just followed the directions on the back, except for the meat. So that is cooking up. And then since Sam's Club's decided to be out of our cheese dip, I got this one from Walmart, and it's pretty good. So I'm just going to heat it up according to the package directions, and have that back there heating up. And we've got some chips to go with that. And then for the tacos themselves, I like to do the taco meat, the beans, the corn, and then shredded cheese, and also some sauteed onion. So we're going to get the onion sauteed up, and then I will show you how I assemble them. So now we are going to assemble the tacos. I'm just going to take my hard taco shells and line them in my 9x13 greased dish. I ended up having one taco shell left, but you totally could just put it on the side or on the top and make it fit. I wasn't too worried about it, so I just kept it alone, and it was 8 for leftovers. So you're going to fill each of your hard shells with some hamburger meat. You can use as little or as much as you want. And the good thing about these loaded baked tacos is that you can use any toppings, any filling, anything you want. You alter it to how your family likes it. You could also use chicken if you wanted to. The options on this is totally endless. And then you're just going to go in and add some of your corn to each of the tacos, and also add some of your black beans. I have also used pinto beans for this recipe, and I have also used refried beans. So that is totally up to you. What your family prefers for the beans is what you can use. Then we're going to top it with some cheesy goodness. I went in with what I had left. I think that was Colby and Monterey Jack, and then I had some Gouda. So you can totally use whatever you want. I know that Walmart has a queso brand, great value, and it is super delicious. And the taco blend is also really good as well. So you can totally use what you want. And so I'm only going to put the onions on half because you know that me and Winston don't eat onions. Luke's the only one that does, and so I just always put those on half. And I put mine on top of the cheese so I can see the difference. So if you end up putting veggies on all of yours, then put the veggies on, then put the cheese on. Do it that way. But it just makes it easier doing it on top, so that way I can see what's what. And then you're just going to bake this in a 350-degree oven for about 20 to 25 minutes. You just want to get everything all nice and melted and bubbly. And these were an all-time favorite. And that is it, y'all. I hope you enjoyed this What's for Dinner video. I hope it gave you some meal inspiration. I hope it helps you cook more for your family and gives you some new meals to try. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye, guys.